Hello, today we are solving October 2025 Unit 2 Edexcel Accounting IAL paper question number 3. Explain two sources of information that could be used to establish a standard cost for a product. Okay, what are the two sources of information you will use? So the two sources of information, okay, for example, the standard cost consists of material cost and labor cost, right? So there is other two type of cost that is there. And how can you establish that cost? Cost is nothing but usually the quantity. Cost is nothing but the quantity times the rate or the price. Okay, so standard rate. So for the product quantity, you will look at the product specification, and so I will be able to understand what is the material and the labor quantity required. And for the standard price, you can for the standard price you could also obtain with the by consulting with the suppliers. You could also check on their online websites or catalog, and for the standard labor rates you could consult the union or the HR department and ask them what does the, depending on the level of skills, what is the amount of labor required for that to make that specific product and what is the output per hour. So to understand all this, you will have to consult people and then establish the standard pricing. Okay, and finally you will be able to establish the standard cost. Now part B, calculate for the month of September the standard production of railway tracks. So standard or the production of the railway tracks per month. So how many tracks are you able to produce per month? Okay, that is the question. That is equal to quantity of tracks produced. Okay, what is the quantity of tracks you are producing in the month? Okay, for this we have to understand how much are they produced. Asiatic Steel PLC produces railway tracks from steel in a factory. Here the cost accounted at Asiatic Steel PLC. The following information is available for the month of September. The factory is open for 6 days in a week. So it is open for 6 days, and per day how many tracks they are producing? Budgeted production was 8 railway tracks per day. They are able to produce 8 railway tracks in one day and they are open for 6 days in a week. Okay, into, okay, then we have to see, convert it into month. Okay, so there are 4 months, 4 weeks in a month. So that's the total production in the month. Okay, so that is equal to 8 into 6 into 4, that is equal to 8 into 6 into 4, that is going to be equal to 192 tracks. I am able to produce 192 tracks is the budgeted production. Let's check actual production of the railway tracks. So here it says that actual production was 11 railway tracks. That was less than the budgeted production for the month. So let's write that. Tracks is equal to 11 railway tracks less than the budgeted, okay, in the month of production in the month. Okay, so that means 192 minus 11, that is equal to 181 tracks. So this was the actual production that has happened. They were not able to meet the budgeted production. Then calculate for the month of September the standard quantity of material required to meet the actual production level required. So that is going to be equal to, what is the material quantity that is required to meet the actual production level. So actual production level was 181 tracks only. Okay, what is the material quantity required? So here we see that there is one track is made of 35 meters length and it takes up about 48 kilograms. So that means I am able to make, okay, what is the quantity of the production? So that is equal to 181 into 35 into 48. So that is going to be equal to 304,080 kgs. So this is the standard, okay, this is the standard quantity of material that is required to meet the actual production level. Then calculate for the month of September, stating the formula in each case, the material usage variance. So what is the difference in the usage of material that has happened? So that is nothing but budgeted usage, okay, but budgeted usage minus actual usage times, okay, that is a quantity. So what is the difference in budgeted material usage and actual material usage times the quantity times the rate? So that is, rate has to be there. So what rate you will take? You will take budgeted rate, okay. So that is the material usage variance. So that is going to be equal to budgeted material usage. So we can see that the standard material quantity that had to be used was 304,080 and the actual was 326,420 kg, okay. So times the rate, what was the budgeted material rate? It was to be purchased at 0.72 per kilogram. So that means what is the waste usage variance that has happened? Material usage variance that has happened is equal to 16,084.80 pounds. Okay, this is the material usage variance that has happened in the difference. So we can see the material, budgeted material was much more, but actual material was 326,420, okay, which has increased. So this means this is an adverse variance, okay, you have increased from the budgeted, so it is called as adverse. So we can see the standard actual usage has become greater than the budgeted, you name it as adverse. The next one is a material price variance. So for the material price variance, it's the difference between the budgeted price minus actual price. Okay, so price of what? It is the price of the material. If it is labor, you will put labor. So actual price, okay, times the rate is this one into quantity. So quantity is nothing but the budgeted, but the quantity is nothing but the actual usage, actual material usage. What is the actual material usage? And there has been a difference in the budgeted and the actual price purchase. So that is going to be equal to the difference in budgeted material price. So budgeted was 0.72 per kilogram pounds, okay, minus actual was just bought at 0.68 pounds per kilogram into the actual material usage. The material used was 326,420 kilograms. So here we can see that that is going to be equal to 13,056.80 pounds. So this was the material price variance that has happened, and we have to write whether it was adverse or favorable. Here we can see the budgeted material was much higher and we were able to procure at a lower rate of 0.68. So this is a favorable variance to the company. Then what is the total material variance? The total material variance is equal to the budgeted usage variance, okay, material usage variance plus the total, okay, the total material, sorry, this is the material usage variance and material price variance that has happened, okay. So that is going to be usage variance was adverse. So if it is an adverse, you take it up with a negative sign. So that is usage variance was minus 16, okay, it is minus 16084.80 pounds, minus material price variance was favorable. If it is a favorable, you will take it as positive cost. So you will add up both of this. So that is going to be equal to, so it is going to be equal to 3028 pounds, 3028.00 pounds. And because it's with a negative sign, I will write it as adverse. Okay. So instead of negative sign, I can just write it as adverse variance because this is greater. Negative sign of usage is greater than the price variance I have saved. Okay. So the adverse variance, it's not favorable to the company. Now part E of the question asks, evaluate the performance of Asiatic Steel PLC for the month of September. What is the case for good performance? So the case for good performance is, we can see that generally when you are speaking, you have to talk here what happened to the material price variance and material usage variance. We can see that the material price variance was favorable, right? We had calculated earlier. Material price variance was 13056.80. It was favorable to the company because you were able to purchase at the lower material cost than expected. Okay, you were able to procure at 0.68 instead of 0.72. And this might be due to the good performance by the purchasing department. Maybe they have negotiated well. Okay, they have negotiated for low price. You have to write this statement. So perhaps the price of the steel, or perhaps the steel as for price of the steel, or perhaps the economic situations are favorable, like the price of the steel itself has fallen in the world economy. So they were able to procure at low material cost than the budgeted. Either they have negotiated well, or the economic situation was such that price of the steel was, material price of the steel had fallen overall. What is the case for poor performance? We saw that the material usage variance was adverse by 1608.80 pounds. So this means that more material was used than expected. What does that mean, adverse? That means I have used up more material than expected or budgeted. So why would this happen? Either the labor are not skilled and they have wasted the material. So they have ended up wasting more material, or the machinery used in production was faulty. You have to suggest like that. Or the quality which was procured might not be good and you have cut off some parts. You have not used that. So that was the thing you will tell, okay. And also the purchasing department, it was unable to obtain. So here in the first part also we saw that the number of tracks production was not met. So the production was not met. So the purchasing department was unable to obtain the required amount of steel. So because the production of 192 tracks was not achieved. This might be because probably they were not able to procure the amount of steel required, or due to the external factors such as there was a shortage of steel itself. So, or the labor was absent. You can suggest something, okay, it was not achieved and they were able to make, and they were able to make only 181 tracks. There were 11 short of the tracks. So you have to suggest what could be the reason for that. Either material was not unavailable or the labor was unavailable. So you can suggest one of the factors. Okay, or there was a shortage of supply of the steel. Okay, why wasn't they were not able to procure steel? Because there must have been shortage of supply in the steel. So this might have led to not fulfill the production. So overall you can see that the total material variance was adverse, right? So the performance might not have been good. So the company has not been able to perform well. So this is how you will analyze or evaluate the performance using the material